Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Inc. And today we got a Nukes Top 5 video. And we know that's what this is, the top 25 scariest videos of the year. Now, there's a most chance that we've probably seen all of these before. We watch a lot of Nukes Top 5. I think there's barely one, maybe there's only one that we haven't seen. We watched a lot of this year. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it though, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, subscribe button, comment, thing down below. Let's go. Let's also see how many times I get scared during this 25.
Toy Story.
We were messing around with my little sister's camera, and we just found something, like...
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird.
Okay.
It's a normal Tuesday in October, around 6 p.m., when a young girl takes out her camera to record her new toy collection and talk about her day. What happened?
Oh, we've seen that. This one's fucking weird. I believe this. To what's insane. I believe this completely. Like, I believe this is real completely.
What happens next is downright chilling.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you my Scariest toilet collection that I just got.
Why does she have that? Why does she have this? In the guy in the toilet thing. What? Who gives a kid this with any sort of actual self-respect? Who would give their child this? What is wrong with y'all? What the what? I didn't even notice this the first many times. Why does she own this?
Today, we went to a toy store and they had all of these things like this cameraman, these tiny little action figures, this big kitty toilet, and these ones. And
why does she have multiple of these? Why does she have so many? What the fuck is going on in this household? No wonder there was a fucking ghost there. Ghost is probably creeped out by all the shit going on. Probably trying to scare the child away from throwing the dolls away. What the fuck? Make them think the dolls are possessed, ghost. So get rid of them. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why do they have so many of these things in the toilet?
I saw my friend the other day and we went on a walk and we also got ice cream that day. And I'm having a lot of fun.
You ever had something that makes you more uncomfortable? I don't know what makes me more uncomfortable. Trying to figure out what she looks at and knowing what happened, or the fact that this thing is staring at me completely. The entire time. I don't know what it is about this thing, but this thing freaks me the fuck out. I don't like anything about it.
The little girl looks up and seems frozen in fear as she stares at something that we can't see. She stares motionless for over 20 seconds and then gets up and hurries out of the room. The camera continues to record and captures something that seems to follow her. Later, the little girl's older sister, Charity Lewis, is looking through the camera's footage and finds this strange recording completely by accident. Charity shares the clip on Instagram and says that before viewing this video, she had no idea that her little sister had experienced anything strange. To this day, the recording remains a mystery.
Can't they just ask her? What do you mean it remains a mystery? She's dead. Her little sister was probably not like dead or something. Why can't you just ask the sister, hey, we found this. What did you see? What did you see? Do you remember what you saw here? The thing walking past, maybe, yeah, that's a mystery. What she saw, she should remember if it put her in fear that much. When she left her room and ran to go tell her mom. What the fuck? What did she see? You should know. They should be able. Can't you just ask her?
up on the housetop. An urban explorer checks out a group of small abandoned buildings in the middle of nowhere, deep in the woods of Poland. Eventually, it gets too dark to explore, and he decides to leave. But hanging around till after dark seems to have been a terrible mistake. Someone can be seen chasing the now panicking urban explorer, and whoever it is seems to have come from right off the goddamn roof. The urban explorer runs off.
Did this thing jump off the roof? Because like this woman looks, this looks like an old person. This is like an old, like messed up individual, like 40s or so, like probably old and not really like they. I don't think jumping off a roof is exactly in the strong suit of this person to be able to survive.
Into the woods to escape, but whoever this strange person is now seems to be following him.
Oh my god, it is still following. Why does it walk so weird? Okay, there's two things about this that makes me so confused. Number one, its walk is like sideways, like it kind of moves in like the sideways arms position. The second thing is, it's so slow. It's a slow yet somehow fast pace at the same time. Bro, stop turning around. This person annoys me. This person's genuinely annoying me. I'm not actually joking. The more I see this, I remember this happened in the last time I watched this video, I swear too. This person, I think I thought this was fake because of how much he turned around. Because if I'm being chased in a fucking forest, the last thing I'm doing is constantly turning around and shining around. I'm not gonna keep doing it. I'm not gonna keep doing it. Because at that point, I'm just showing in front of me. Because I just want to know where the fuck is going, where the fuck I'm going, and how the fuck I get out of here.
Thankfully, the urban explorer makes it home safe and shares his footage on YouTube. A curious viewer points out just how pale the unknown stranger seems to be. Another viewer claims that they too have visited the abandoned buildings and that they also saw this same creepy man. Either way, this strange guy swooping down from the roof to chase the urban explorer away is truly creepy, and it seems like something right out of a horror movie. Cave crisis.
There's also one of the reasons if you go to any abandoned thing, do not go to abandoned thing unweaponized, like unarmed or something. Arm yourself with something, a knife or fucking gun or something. Arm yourself with something so you can defend yourself in case someone attacks you.
Alex Cantrell from the YouTube channel Underground Explorers is invited to explore a cave on his friend's ranch in Texas. But the cave is partially submerged in water, making it very difficult to enter and explore. Now I'm going to go ahead and say that this video is not exactly anything paranormal, but it is very scary and 100% real. It's especially scary if you're even the slightest bit claustrophobic. Now, in accordance with YouTube guidelines, I want to stress, no one was seriously injured in this video. The following footage was recorded by a professional cave diver. Do not attempt to do this yourself. Alright, so Alex is joined by a few of his friends as they begin to explore the frightfully small cave.
Alright, who's got the oxygen meter? I don't see that. Look at this. We got an oxygen meter now? So people won't be mad at me? So what all does that show? Carbon monoxide?
Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, and low oxygen.
Cool.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So
We got the Action Adventure twins here helping us out. As you guys were like, Matt, check the oxygen. Oh, danger levels.
breathe on it a little bit.
Danger, danger.
Danger.
It's waterproof?
It is, but I don't think
better
it's
be.
gonna work too well if like the little intakes
Yeah,
get
that
clogged
makes
with
sense.
water.
It's gonna be hard to keep that thing out of the water.
Alright guys, we have made it out to the cave that's on the demolition ranch. Or off the ranch.
Wait, is it beeping already?
Well, see, I immediately dunked it underwater.
I told you.
So, you know, I don't think this is gonna give us the accurate. Probably not accurate.
Or the entire cave has bad air.
It might.
Let's get into it. Already the air differ. A lot further. I'm not there when I'm feeling claustrophobic. That's insane. No, I ain't dealing with that. Never in my life would I deal with that. We're not even close.
As they work their way deeper and deeper into the cave, the passageway becomes smaller and more claustrophobic. Eventually, there is barely even room to breathe above the murky water. This is when the exploration goes horribly wrong.
Really hard. Keep my head. Well, this is where we're at right now. Yeah, this is intense.
I love that they're saying this is intense.
Yeah.
That makes
You
me
heard
feel,
that, yeah.
that makes me feel good because I was scared in here and I'm like, what if these things just come in and they're like, oh, this is a piece of cake. Let's climb it.
Yeah. No, this is a little rough.
Yeah.
I feel like rope on my foot. So much water in my ears. Yeah, same. Oh man.
Water in my eyes.
Snorkel would be nice right about now. Yeah. I got so much water in my head. Good times. Good times. What? Yeah, no wood pouring. Does it really go further? Is he under?
Oh, hell no, I'm not doing that.
I can just barely hear right here. So loud. This is the waiting area. I'm glad I didn't go in there and wait. Are you going, Jacob?
Oh, he just bailed.
Oh my God! I'm coming out! Alright, we're backing out. Backing out, come on out. Holy crap! You okay? Man, you look like the sharkest guy. Did you like shove me over into the water? I'm sorry, Alex!
Alex's friend and fellow cave explorer Jacob is a little further ahead in a part of the cave that is so submerged that there's barely room to breathe. As he ducks under the murky water, Jacob becomes confused and panics, breathing in a mouthful of the dirty water. In a terrified frenzy, he tries to back out of the cave as fast as he can, but he slams into Alex, dragging him underwater too. Luckily, the two guys make it out safely, with only a few scratches to remind them of the terrifying incident. This video once again goes to show that sometimes people, even your own friends, can be much scarier and more dangerous than anything paranormal. And I don't know about you, but just watching them in that cramped little tunnel gave me the heebie-jeebies.
I don't want to ever be in a position like that ever in my life. Also, that I am never going in the cave again with the dude who almost causes me to drown and die. Not happening.
Now, you can watch this entire exciting cave exploration and many more over on the YouTube channel, Underground Explorers. Knock knock. Late one night, a group of friends decide to film
Okay, we've seen this one multiple times.
themselves taking a spooky dare at a local school that is said to be haunted. The story goes that if you go around to the back of the school and knock on the nurse's office door, someone or something will knock back.
Go! Just knock on it, knock. No, go. Knock harder.
Sorry, I've seen this one so many times, I just am not end up. I know what happens.
Let him know. Let him.
A sudden loud scream sends the girls running in terror.
Let him.
Now, unfortunately, the original creator of this video has basically disappeared off the internet. So for now, whatever happened next remains a mystery. The thing in the tunnel. Nukes Top 5 viewer Sophie reached out to us about a very creepy video that her friend Laura recorded in an abandoned railway tunnel in Hassel, Germany. The tunnel was built in 1890 and it was used extensively by German troops during World War II. So, while on a weekend trip, Laura checks out the historic old abandoned rail tunnel. She's recording with her phone when she captures what is maybe one of the weirdest clips I've ever seen. Check it out. Something pale and thin can be seen rising up from the tracks in front of Laura on what looks like a thin little arm. As for Laura, she gets one look at the disturbing thing and just turns and makes a run for it. Now, watching this clip over and over.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is. I honestly can't tell. I have no fucking clue what this is. This looks weird as fuck, though. I'm not. It's weird as fuck.
I honestly have no idea what this is. It looks like maybe a hairless torso with two skinny arms, getting up in a very unnatural way. Maybe it's an animal, maybe it's a very weird looking person. I just don't know. So you tell me what you think this is down in the comments. Open house. Reddit user/realtor Sandra is recording a tour of a 1960s bungalow-style home to show prospective buyers. Sandra's filming at night and...
Oh, it's the film. I thought this was the one where the dude was in it. The dude was in the closet. I thought it was about to be that one again, which is fucking weird also.
In order to showcase the house's interior lighting. But it's starting to get a bit late at the creepy little cottage, and things are about to get weird.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962.
How do you forget your lines for a house showing? You should know what you're looking at and what you're showing to people. This is a bad thing. See, this is why people do bad camera work. You should know better than this. Study your lines. I think it's also more insane. She kept all of this in. That's even more insane. She kept the beginning, the fuck up, the check the lines, the go up before the paranormal. She kept it all.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow.
Oh my god, the door just opens.
You're on camera. Open this door.
Sorry, I was distracted by things. This one's... I don't know what to make of this one, to be honest.
Go ahead, open this door. Open this door like you did the other one.
My other thought, right, is she reacts to this like this is normal, right? Her tone to this is so weird to me. She's talking to a paranormal thing like it's just a regular occurrence, like you do if you've had it a bunch of times, right? You're just like, I'm gonna prove to them people this. I need to get this on camera. But if she's not experienced this before, it's weird that her tone is this way. I don't know. It's just weird to me.
Come on, just move a glass or something. Go ahead, do it again. I'm not scared.
Also, I always find it so hilarious when a paranormal person says, I'm not scared. Then the immediate something happens, they run out of the fucking room. Always pops me hilarious. That happened, and I glanced up at the moment where it scared the shit out of me. What the fuck?
A door suddenly swings open on its own and Sandra is spooked, but she gathers her courage and rushes out to see what's going on. A glass of water sitting on top of the fireplace shifts and slowly moves as if it's being pushed by some invisible force. But things get even crazier as a smoke detector suddenly starts to beep before crashing violently to the floor. With that, Sandra has had enough and just gets out of there. But there's also something else that is very creepy in this video. Something that only a few viewers even notice. So again I ask, did you see it?
Oh, there's no way I did.
Right before the door moves, a face in the picture right beside Sandra seems to slowly darken. And then the creepy little shadow fades away just as the door swings open. Sandra says that she's experienced several unexplained paranormal events in this home, but this was the first time that she finally captured it on camera.
Okay, I didn't notice that one. That one's weird. Also, she said she had experience before in this house. Okay.
Ride of a lifetime. Gustavo Alcaraz from Mazatlan, Mexico is celebrating his 10th birthday with his family in a small amusement park. After gathering his courage, the young boy goes on a roller coaster for the very first time. A total of 8 people get on the roller coaster, all Gustavo's family. His proud mother sits in the front and records a video of Gustavo's first roller coaster ride. But her camera catches something that Gustavo and his family simply can't explain. Something truly chilling.
Okay, I'm gonna be legitimately honest. I thought that was his father. I'm gonna be straight. I'm gonna shoot, right? I'm gonna be straight up. I'm an honest person. I thought that was his father. My back.
Tony.
¡Ay! ¡Ay, mamá, me da miedo! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Ay, me da miedo! ¡Oh, tu doña! ¿Otra vez?
Sí. Son 3 vueltas. Son 5 o 6 vueltas.
¡Está bien recio!
Abajo no, abajo, en la parte de abajo no.
¡Que no se cae!
No. Una pista.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. Yeah, that's. I can't explain that. That's creepy. Someone is literally, there's a shadow, there wasn't one there, and now there's a shadow figure in the back of the damn car. Yeah, I got no explanation for that. That's creepy.
¡Ay! ¡Ay!
Otra.
¡Ay, se no le da recio!
Y fue el señor que se detuvo, güey. Así es el juego aquí.
¡Mira un brincolín!
¿Cuál?
¡Ay! ¡Ay, aquí donde va! ¡Me da miedo!
What the fuck?
You see, none of Gustavo's family got in the last cart on the roller coaster, and it's empty for most of the ride. But during the second lap, someone or something seems to appear out of thin air. The figure is hardly noticeable at first, but then it seems to transform into a solid person, seemingly wearing all black and sitting all alone. Now, the roller coaster has not stopped a single time to allow for a person to get on or off. So just who or what is this? Now, what makes this capture even creepier is that years ago, 2 people lost their lives on a larger roller coaster that stood on the same land. After the tragic accident, that roller coaster was condemned and dismantled. It was replaced by this smaller, safer, family-friendly ride. So could this be the spirit of one of the victims of the older roller coaster accident? Are they doomed to loop this track over and over? Let me know what you think.
It'd be more scary if they wanted to scare people. It'd be more weird if they stood on the tracks. And the fucking people saw it and they went right through it and no one said a thing. Like, that scared the shit out of everyone.
Hanako-san. A group of friends at a high school in Japan hear crying coming from the restroom during their lunch break. Now in Japan there is a famous legend of a girl named Hanako-san. This young girl's spirit is said to haunt restrooms in schools across Japan. The
We've seen this one before.
group moves in, all of them a bit hesitant to investigate the source of the creepy sound. Needless to say, it did not go well.
洋式のところから。嘘嘘取ってよ。ねえ、誰もいないよ、本当に。待って、私行くから。ね、待って、ちょっと待って。誰もいないのに声したってこと？そしたら。嘘嘘、ねえ、開いてるんだけど。ねえ、ちょっと待って、開いてるよ。行こう、行こう。え？
The girls are
I've seen that, and and it still scared me.
Just about to leave until they
Some bitch.
suddenly hear a loud bang and go back for a look. The horrifying, distorted face of a young girl can be seen inside one of the restroom stalls. The group runs in fear, and the video cuts. Now, unfortunately, there's no source to be found for this video. It appeared on the internet as mysteriously as the Japanese legend. So did the girls capture evidence of Hanako-san? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Scary videos. Jason Barber from Salisbury, North Carolina comes home from work.
This one's not as paranormal. This one is one where you just need to pay attention to your fucking surroundings when you live somewhere.
And he gets the unexpected scare of a lifetime. A big, angry snake is hiding around the edges of Jason's front door and lunges out in an attempt to bite him. Luckily for Jason, the bite was a miss, and the snake is actually a non-poisonous black rat snake. But something to be learned from this. If you walk up and your cat is just staring at the door and meowing for no reason, maybe take a closer look before you just head in. In another clip, a man and woman have a similar scary encounter. The couple pulls out an old step stool and is shocked to find a large snake hiding under a box right in front of it. They make a run for it with their puppy following close behind. But the puppy is not gonna let the snake have his toy. So he just runs back in and yoinks it away. Snake or not, nothing is getting his favorite toy. While you are sleeping, it's 3 in the morning.
That one's just funny because I'm gonna be honest, I've watched that video a bunch of times. I've never seen the snake. I just assumed there was, but I've never seen it. So either I'm blind or I don't know what the hell's going on.
In Erie, Pennsylvania, and Jorge Cruz and his family are all fast asleep in bed. Suddenly, their bedroom door slams shut. Now, Jorge is woken up by the sound, but doesn't think much of it and goes back to sleep. But the next day, he begins to wonder what could have caused the door to slam. He checks their baby monitor footage, and what he finds makes his blood run cold.
Oh, this one's creepy. This video's, I remember this video creeped the shit out of me when I first saw it. God, that's freaky. This is a creepy video.
Loud banging can be heard before the bedroom door slams shut. Then a dark shadow-like figure can be seen creeping up the bottom of the baby's crib, seemingly watching the child sleep. The dark mass seems to reach over toward the child, even moving around a stuffed animal. Then it simply disappears into thin air. Jorge says that he feels the entity might be a dark presence in his home. So did the family capture a paranormal entity on camera? Let me know what you think. Apartment tour gone wrong.
There it is. This is the one I was thinking of. This is the one with the first apartment one. This one is just, again, another time when people are more scarier than the paranormal.
A realtor from Ladson, South Carolina is giving a tour of a brand new luxury apartment to an interested couple. Then it goes terribly wrong.
I've I've watched this one a bunch of times.
This is the oval. Yeah, that would help me actually. Yeah. Is that closet?
That's washer dryer hookups.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, sorry I kicked you. There's a person in there. There's a person in there? Hello?
I'm gonna be honest. When I remember thinking, and I still think this, I'm shocked that the boyfriend didn't get into fight mode. I get why he didn't. You didn't want to be you don't know what the guy's capable of. But I would almost feel like I'm in defense mode. Where I would have to, I would almost be like, I don't know what you plan to do here. So I think I'd end up getting a defense while this happened.
I'm so sorry about that. It's okay.
The woman touring the apartment heads alone into the back bedroom and checks out the closet. But surprise, because there's just some weird dude hiding in there. Understandably, she kind of freaks out and runs out of the room and warns the others. The realtor is shocked, and after checking out the bedroom herself, she just says, okay, we're gonna go.
There's a person in there. There's a person in there? Hello?
Now, it bears repeating that these are brand new luxury apartments in a guarded community, so it seems odd that a squatter could even get in there. But what would you do if you were touring an apartment and a guy just popped out of the closet?
He's getting booted in the face. Like, that's fight mode to me. I'm just getting fight. I'd boot a guy in the face. Legitimately just they boot him.
Hidden away in the countryside of Chillicothe, Ohio, is the Schrader Road Tunnel. Built underneath a set of railroad tracks in 1927, the old road tunnel is said to be extremely haunted.
Yes, I did just knock a thing off. Yes, I had my bad.
The story goes that long ago a woman was carrying her baby while walking along the train tracks late at night. The two were hit by an oncoming train. It is said that her ghost and the ghost of her baby haunt the Schrader Road Tunnel. Many people who have traveled through the tunnel report that they have seen the ghostly figure of a woman holding her baby. Others report hearing odd, unexplained wails and moans. Because of this, locals started referring to the Schrader Tunnel by a very different and much creepier name, the Crybaby Tunnel. So, Levi Woodruff is intrigued by the spooky stories and sets out to explore the Crybaby Tunnel late one night. As you might imagine, it did not go well.
So I've been down in here in a place called Crybaby's Tunnel. It's a place that's local around my area. And they say she got hit on the tracks with her baby, or her body was dumped right there in the creek down here. There's something dead right there. Bro, there's something dead right there. It's a dead deer. It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there? but oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
In the pitch black darkness of the tunnel with nothing but a flashlight, Levi suddenly hears the disturbing cries of a baby. Familiar with the spooky stories about the tunnel, Levi makes a run for it. So could these cries belong to the spirit of the baby that tragically passed away at the creepy old railroad tunnel? And is the ghost of the baby's mother also inside, just waiting for someone to come in?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
In a flash,
Man, that makes so clear through that bitch. You are that bitch. That's so ass. Hey, man, what you do?
sometimes a very silly moment turns scary in an instant. Two guys are just goofing around, but then, like a bolt out of the blue, fun time is over.
I'll do some pranks on people, boy. Pick it up.
A sudden, very close lightning strike rips through the clouds and scares the living out of them, sending them running inside in terror.
Pick it up.
Antoine's restaurant. Isabel Riley recently told a very creepy story online.
Look, I don't like thunder. I don't like lightning. Never has changed. Don't like it. I find people who like it, like my brother likes to just look at it. I don't. I hate it. I hate hearing it. I don't like the sound of it. Don't like anything. A lightning struck nearby me, scared the ever living shit out of me, and I would run and hide inside too, like they did.
And followed it up with one of the creepy.
This one we've seen a bunch of times. I don't know if I fully believe this, so.
Pictures you'll ever see.
I need to tell you guys about the most insane
And I don't think it is.
evidence that I have ever seen of a ghost existing. Backstory. I was at a company get-together with my CEOs, my coworkers, and one of the owners of the company. We've all looked at us and was like, hey, do you guys want to see a ghost picture? Immediately, yes. He begins to tell us that he was in New Orleans at a restaurant called Antoine's. New Orleans, first of all, super haunted city. If you know, you know. And Antoine's is one of the oldest restaurants in the city, one of the oldest restaurants, I believe, in America. It has a lot of history. It used to be a jail.
What does "if you know" mean? She's like, oh, it's very hard, but if you know, you know. The fuck is that supposed to mean? I don't know, so what? Shouldn't I know? Shouldn't that help the problem if I know?
It is a really well-established place, has been around forever. So he's dining at this restaurant and he's offered a tour of the wine cellar. The wine cellar is huge, has thousands of bottles of wine, probably worth millions of dollars. So he's taking a tour of the wine cellar, he's taking pictures. There's this guy in the wine cellar on a laptop who is apparently at auction buying more rare wine for the collection. My CEO takes pictures of this guy on his laptop, doesn't think anything of it, he doesn't see anything, leaves the restaurant, calls it a day. The next morning, he's looking through the photos and notices something. So this is the first picture that he showed me from the wine cellar. You can see this guy who is on his laptop at auction doing whatever. And here is the next picture that he took. So we all see that. That is a full body apparition. It looks like a woman in this like black Victorian dress. And when I was showed this, I genuinely had full body chills.
So just who could the creepy alleged ghost woman dressed all in black in the photo be? For that, we go into the history of the restaurant. Antoine Alciatore opened his restaurant all the way back in 1840. Then in 1870...
Holy shit, 1840, is that still a thing? Is that restaurant still exist? From 1840 to 2024? That's insane. That is actually insane.
75, Antoine passed away when he was only 55 years old. When he died, he left his wife Julie in charge of the restaurant. So could this be Julie's spirit still looking over the restaurant from beyond the grave? Well, let me know what you think. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. This next video was recorded by a man named Javier from Argentina. Javier says that he was worried about his friend Antonio, as he hadn't heard from him in a while. So he drives over to Antonio's house to check up on his friend. Javier bangs on the front door. No one answers. He calls out Antonio's name. Again, no answer. So Javier climbs over the wall into Antonio's backyard and goes to the back door of the house. For some
It is still open. From 18/4 to 2024, it's still open. That's insane. Almost 200 years and it's still there. It costs $50 to $100 US money. So that's insane. Yeah, that's insane.
For some reason, the door is open. Fearing the worst, Javier goes inside to investigate. What happens next is downright chilling.
Antonio. Antonio. Good. Antonio, soy yo. Javier. Puta madre. ¡Hey! Loco! Soy Javier, boludo. Che, loco, ¿sos vos? Ya fue, boludo. Vine a ver qué onda, ¿cómo andás? ¿Estás bien? Che, loco, si sos vos, salí. ¿Escuchan eso?
Javier doesn't know what is going on.
Yeah, because that seems weird if that's Antonio. Something weird's going on. Now, there's an update someone put in the comment. I don't know if this is true. But, we'll read it when, this part's done.
And he doesn't want any part of it. He decides to just leave the house and call the police. But just as he's about to exit, he hears a strange sound from somewhere behind him. The next 30 seconds are like something right out of a nightmare. Did you see it? A door swings open by itself and someone or something with glowing eyes seems to peek over the upper glass of the door, 7 feet in the air. Javier has had about enough and just makes a run for it. He says that whoever or whatever this was, it certainly was not his friend Antonio. After calling the police over to the residence, Javier learns that his friend has tragically passed away inside the house, just behind that door that he couldn't open. Javier is so upset and confused by the whole ordeal that he just can't let it go. He decides to return to Antonio's house in search of answers. It did not go well.
Esta es la pieza. Mierda. La laucha. Da un poco de escalofrío estar acá, se siente una carga un poco pesada, qué sé yo. ¡Qué mierda! La linterna. ¿Qué pasó? ¡Qué mierda! ¡Ey! ¿Quién es? ¿Quién anda ahí? Mierda. Concha de su madre. ¡Hola! ¿Qué mierda anda ahí la concha de su madre? ¡Ey!
And with that,
so here's the comment someone did. I guess there was another video that told this whole story. The comment said, in regards to the Javier Antonio story, he's the one who actually found his friend hanging in front of that window. After he found him, he went, sat on the couch, and found his goodbye note that just said, "I'm sorry." He then called the police. After that, he was so grief-ridden, he moved into that apartment. When you see the guy walking in front and then disappear, that's exactly what his friend was wearing when he found him. Dark clothes and white sneakers. It is a really sad story. I couldn't imagine finding your friend like that. He moved to that apartment because he feels like it's his friend that is stuck there. He just wanted answers. It is very tragic and sad. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's what he's saying. That's what a comment said. So, if someone can find the other video and confirm if that's true, please let me know. Yeah, this is insane.
Javier is done. He leaves the house, and to this day, he claims that he has no explanation for what happened inside. There's something in the basement. Nukes Top 5 viewer Oliver reached out to me about a video he captured in his home in Twin Falls, Idaho. In his email, Oliver says that he recorded a video for his friends with plans to hold a sleepover that same night. In his video, he shows his basement and where he and his friends will be sleeping. But what happens next is literally like something from a nightmare.
Oh, it's Hat Man! This is what Hat Man, come on everybody. Hat Man's the best. Hat Man, we will never have no Hat Man disses in this thing. Then there's a Hat Man video, and this makes it an incredible video. It's not scary, it's amazing.
the hell?
As Oliver looks inside the bedroom, he sees a tall, dark figure standing inside the room. Startled by the creepy apparition, Oliver stumbles back before turning on the lights and taking another look. But whatever was standing there seems to have just disappeared. What makes this footage even creepier is that when slowed down, it becomes clear that whoever or whatever this is seems to be wearing a hat. So if you don't know, across the world...
Well, I love the way he said it. What's even more creepy is this person was wearing a hat. And there is nothing more terrifying than a man wearing a hat. The most terrifying thing you come across is a man wearing a hat.
Countless people have reported seeing a being known as the, quote, Hat Man. Although some claim to have seen the apparition while fully awake, the Hat Man is known to terrorize victims of sleep paralysis. I asked Oliver if he had ever experienced sleep paralysis in his life, and he explained that he actually did, but only when he was a child. So could Oliver have actually captured proof of the Hat Man's existence? Let me know what you think. Hell or high water? Back in August 2021, an unexpected flash flood swept through downtown Omaha, Nebraska. At around 10 p.m., Tony Liu and his two friends are relaxing in his apartment and watching the weather reports about the flood. They decide to take the elevator down to have a look at the flooded city streets for themselves. It was a very bad idea.
Let me see your best moose impression.
Swimming in the water. Okay, can you please just hurry? Okay, thank you. Shoot. Hold on.
Tony and his friends didn't realize, but the lower levels of the apartment building were completely flooded with disgusting sewer water. As the elevator reaches the lobby, water pours inside, causing the elevator to malfunction and trap them inside with the rising water.
Once it got towards kind of my neck, chest, that's when I kind of, I could possibly die in here.
The water continues to flood in, filling the elevator to the point that the three friends can barely keep their head above water. Tony is panicked and makes an emergency phone call to his roommate, Dalen Stapp, and the roommate hurries downstairs to try to help his trapped friends.
I told them, hey, I'm gonna die in here if you guys don't come and try to do something.
We went down into about shoulder deep water and just tried pulling it apart with everything we could. We had to get them out or it could have been fatal.
Tony's roommate Dalen finally manages to pry open the flooded elevator doors to free his friends from what could have been their watery grave. Luckily, they all escape and swim to safety without so much as a scratch. Not surprisingly, Tony Liu says that this was the scariest thing that has ever happened to him.
How scary was this? Honestly, I would say this is number one.
I think if there's a flood and I'm not going to an apartment, I'm not going to take the stairs. I'll take the elevator. I'll take the stairs. Because at least if it gets flooded, I can go back upstairs. You know, you gotta be smart about these things.
The most scariest thing in my life, yep. Hands down.
Swimming in the water. Okay, can you please just hurry? Okay, thank you. Shoot.
Factory worker Kama Kaylee recently moved from his home country of Greenland to live and work in Denmark. But little did he know that the apartment he moved into had a horribly dark past. 7 years ago, a 49-year-old man was brutally attacked and lost his life right outside the apartment's front door. After Kama moves in, he begins to notice his things moving and falling to the floor for no reason. He hears the creepy sound of someone knocking on his door, and doors inside the apartment slam shut for no reason. One afternoon, Kama hears strange sounds coming from somewhere inside his apartment. He pulls out his phone and starts to record as he tries to find the source of the odd noises. But then, this happens.
He farted. bitch farted.
Kama gets a good jump scare as a door slams shut right in front of him. And, it seems to literally scare a fart right out of him. But now, this is where the fun ends and things start to get really dark. Because another day, not long after sunset, the eerie activity in the apartment starts up once again. Now, Kama is a bit scared, but once again, he takes out his phone to try to record proof of the creepy activity in his apartment. What happens next is truly creepy. Cupboard door opens by itself and Kama's helmet slides across the floor. Later that night, Kama decides to live stream from his apartment. He says that he's having trouble sleeping because he keeps hearing things moving and falling to the floor over.
I swear to God, just in a voice. What the fuck? Hello? Okay.
Over in the next room. What happens next, live on camera, is downright chilling.
들어오세요. 가만히 깍둑 빨렸다. 역사가 가야겠다. 나사드 낚시나 가만히 하는 것도 빨렸다.
the most me response, the most human me response ever. That dude's booked it so fucking fast, I'd be doing the same damn thing.
Caught live on stream, Kama hears the sounds of his belongings falling to the floor in the other room. But when he goes to investigate, the drawers of a small cupboard slide open on their own. Kama's had enough and runs down the stairs and out of the building. But when he looks up at his apartment window, he is shocked to see someone or something standing inside his apartment, seemingly looking right down at him. So with everything that has happened, could Kama's apartment actually be haunted by the restless ghost of the man whose life was taken there? Let me know what you think. Just a quick side note, but Greenlandic is only spoken by around 57,000 people in the entire world. So a huge thank you to Nukes Top 5 viewer Wilhelm for translating The Midnight Whisper. Red Easer Mike is up around midnight after his family have all went to bed. He suddenly smells a strange odor coming from the living room, and he suspects that one of the family pets might have urinated on the floor. But as Mike begins searching for the telltale puddle, something scares the absolute out of him.
How do I smell pee?
A small childlike voice seems to whisper, "Mike," from somewhere nearby.
He books in the dog as like, the fuck you yell? What are you running up there about? I'll go back to my piss spot then.
Mike just books it up the stairs, leaving his dog and his concerned little kitten in the background to wonder what the hell just happened. Now Mike
literally booked the kitten booked. I said, the fuck's going on? Turns out we don't know.
says that he lives in an old 1850s house near the coast of Herring Cove, Canada. It has a slight bit of dark history, but he says that he's never experienced anything remotely paranormal before this night. In fact, Mike has never even made a single post about anything supernatural until this strange incident that literally sent him running. Followed home. Back in 2015, Candace Gardner and her husband attended a Halloween party at an abandoned and allegedly haunted prison with a dark history. It was a huge...
Who the hell goes to a Halloween party in a hot band? Was the party legal? Were you allowed to have a party there? I doubt it.
Huge mistake. Candace says that the entire night at the party she felt like something was watching her. And ever since that night, strange things have been happening in Candace's home. She now believes that a malicious entity might have followed her home from the old prison, a dark spirit that intends to harm her and her family. Soon after the prison trip, Candace begins to experience unexplained activity in her home. Lights flicker on and off at night while Candace and her husband sleep. Doors in the house open and close on their own. But scariest of all, the spirit begins to aggressively throw objects at Candace.
Good song choice. Good song choice. I wish I wasn't gonna get copyrighted for that, but I think I'm going to. But that's a great song choice. I'm not gonna lie. Very nice done. Very nice choice.
And these frightening incidents continue to escalate, as it seems that the entity wants to seriously hurt Candace. While Candace is sleeping, she starts to wake up to painful, violent attacks, as if some unseen force is roughly grabbing or pulling at her. And she says she caught proof. So late one night, Candace and her husband fall asleep while watching TV on the couch. As the couple sleeps, a CCTV camera in the room captures something absolutely horrifying. Candace's leg appears to get grabbed and twisted painfully into the air by an invisible force. She wakes up in a panic and screams for her husband to help her, but all he can do is grab her leg and pull it back. Eventually, he manages to free Candace's legs from whatever is pulling on it, but poor Candace is left sobbing in pain and fear. Now, I have to say that after watching this footage and hearing Candace's desperate pleas for help, this video is very compelling. But do you believe that a dark entity followed Candace home from the prison and is now violently haunting her home? Let me know what you think. As for Candace, she says that her family still experiences terrifying paranormal events to this day. Heads up.
I feel like this would be a case where I'd be like trying to find somewhere else to live. If that's the case, because there's so clearly you want to get that you need to get away from if it's actually a risk to your life, apparently.
Popular Chinese ghost hunter Xiaolong is back, this time investigating an abandoned school in China that is said to be extremely haunted. As his livestream audience watches, Xiaolong begins to hear unexplained noises from somewhere in the building. He's a little on edge as he goes to check out the strange sounds. What happens next is... just watch.
听见没？开回音呢。
That's the best video of all. That's the greatest ghost video of all time. This guy gets scared shitless by a mannequin head and slaps the fucking head as far as he can. That is the best thing I've ever seen. Oh my god. Oh, I swear to God, I've never seen that before. That's the best thing I've ever heard. Best thing I've seen.
Xiaolong gets the fright of his life because of a plastic statue head. But luckily Xiaolong delivers a good old-fashioned slap upside the head to put that statue back in line. But things are about to get a bit more serious and a bit more frightening. As Xiaolong explores deeper into the haunted school, this happens.
Oh my god, bonjour. world. He threw the ball out the window. I love this guy. I love this guy so much. He's done 2 things. He slapped a mannequin head and threw a ball out a window. This guy's... I hope he, like, someone walked by that's abandoned and just got smoked in the head.
我叫你玩儿，操你妈！我叫你玩儿。
Fuck you say?
我操！我操！我去你妈！
A small ball inside a classroom rolls across the floor by itself, so Xiaolong chucks it out a window. But then the lights hanging from the ceiling come crashing down, almost hitting Xiaolong. Now luckily the ghost hunter made it out safe, but he's not done just yet. Inside one of the school's many rooms, he finds a dirty old mirror. And this is when his exploration takes a terrifying turn.
Bro, I won't be honest with you. I don't think it believes you. It does not believe that you're not afraid of it. I don't believe that you're not afraid of it. You are about to shit yourself from this thing, man. It's okay. It's okay to be scared of it. It understands.
我操你妈！我操你妈！好像是在这嘎达。我去你妈逼！我操！我操！
This is my favorite ghost video of all time. I'm not even joking. I think this might be my favorite ghost video. Everything this guy does is so comedic. I don't know if this is meant to be serious. If this is the single greatest ghost hunter of all time. This guy needs his own show. Not for his voice, his actions. Of throwing a ball out a window. Of slapping a mannequin head. Of kicking the fucking air because he thinks a ghost might be there. This is incredible.
我操你妈！你妈了个逼！我操你妈呀！哎！操你妈！哪里来了？
In the mirror's reflection, someone can be seen standing behind Xiaolong, but when he swings around in terror, there's no one there. After an attempt at kicking and flailing at the invisible entity, Xiaolong finds that the reflection of the figure has disappeared. But now he spots a shadowy face peeking in from a window, and the heavy closet comes crashing down right in front of him. The activity is becoming a little too intense, so Xiaolong decides to leave and ends his live stream. You can see even more terrifying moments from this ghost hunt.
That is insane. This guy's... That was the greatest ghost hunt reaction I've ever seen. That's it. That's it. Nothing beats that.
Over on the YouTube channel, Outdoor Xiaolong. It comes out in the wash. Popular Saudi Arabian explorer Jassim is back on another exploration to find and capture evidence of the paranormal. This time Jassim investigates a long-abandoned apartment complex. Eerily enough, he finds evidence that a child once lived here.
صورة أطفال.
Where are you? For unknown reasons, old black and white photos of a young girl have been taped to the wall in one of the many abandoned rooms. Now these seem completely out of place in the old decrepit building. Then, nearby, Jassim finds a creepy drawing of the popular children's cartoon, Scooby-Doo. And this is when things start to get really weird, because Jassim starts to hear strange, unexplained sounds.
في حد؟ Hello? Anyone here? في أحد?
The explorer hears the sounds of someone or something moving around inside the building, seemingly close by. Jassim eventually finds a small courtyard, and what happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Oh, we've seen this one a bunch of times. We've seen this one shit more times. I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know if I believe this or not. I don't think I do, but I have no idea. Part of me isn't sure.
أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله.
As Jassim walks by old towels hung on a clothesline, he sees the terrifying pale face of a child with pitch black eyes peeking back at him. Terrified, Jassim jumps back, but whoever or whatever it was has disappeared. So could this be the ghost of a child? Perhaps even the little girl from the photos he found earlier. Could this be the sinister entity of a jinn appearing as a child? Or is this just really good effects and a very elaborate hoax? I leave it up to you to decide. Hiding under the bed. In another creepy video shared to TikTok without a source, a man is woken up in the middle of the night by a strange thumping sound coming from under his bed. What happens next is absolutely horrifying.
Escucho algo ahí bajo la cama.
The man looked.
That's fake. That's fake. I believe that's fake completely. That is 100% fake.
Looks under his bed but sees nothing that could explain the mysterious thumping. But then a horrific thing comes sliding out from under his bed, and the video cuts. Now, I'm in no way claiming that this video is real, but it is definitely very creepy. And real or not, I'll leave that for you to decide. Unstable. This next strange video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a horse stable, but the location of the stable and the original source of the footage are unknown. The video shows a horse in its stall, relaxed and peaceful. But around 2:39 a.m., there's an odd dark flash across the CCTV camera. And then all hell breaks loose.
We've seen this one. I believe this one also. Because I can't explain what this is. And what could cause this. So I believe this.
Something unknown disturbs the horse so much that it panics and actually breaks right through its stall. But that's not all, because as the horse roams loose in the stable, what happens next is truly bizarre. The horse lingers
The horse comes so stuck
at a different stall, disturbing one of the other horses as it kicks and makes panic noises. The horse then seems to angrily attempt to leap over into the other stall with that horse. The stable owner says that this incident is one of the weirdest things he's ever experienced with one of his horses. Now, this video was shared to TikTok, and comments mentioned that the culprit might be Jen, as apparently it is said that Jens will often torment horses. And there was also that odd dark flicker in the camera footage. So, paranormal or not? Really, without a source, we'll never know what happened here.
I'd love to know. I will admit, I'd love to know.
And maybe this horse just randomly lost its damn mind. The passenger.
Is it the first time a split personality horse? Is that what's going on here?
Taxi driver Jarek from Baguio, Philippines is working the night shift when he spots a woman on the side of the road who needs a lift. What happens next is something he'll never forget.
Saan po kayo, ma'am? Scott Barrio? Sige po. Hala? Diyos ko po. Wala. Multa ata yung nasakay ko ah. Ay,
That that's fucking weird. A door opens, closes, and then he starts driving, then notices the woman that apparently got in isn't fucking there.
Wala. Multo yung nasakay ko. Diyos ko. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina. May sumakay kanina, pero bakit nawala? Scout Barrio sabi. May sumakay kanina, wala.
We can see the taxi door open and close, and Jarek swears a woman wearing a long white and purple dress stepped into his taxi, requesting to be taken to Scout Barrio, a neighborhood in the city. After a short drive, he looks into his rearview mirror to discover that there's no woman in his car.
That's insane. I would not know how to react if I was him.
She has disappeared. He's baffled and looks around the back seat in startled disbelief. Jarek says he was tired and never got a good look at the woman's face, but he's certain a woman got in his car. So could it be that Jarek gave a taxi ride to a spirit? Or just what do you think was happening here?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all for the next one.